What's up, sexies? Happy Sunday, fun day. Man, it's about time to hit that reset button again, right? Wake up on Monday and look at that reflection in the mirror. Man, one of the most important skills in life is learning how to learn. Like I said, you can find so much beauty in life if you just look around. But you gotta understand, one of the most important things in your life is reflection, be it in the mirror or of yourself. So many of us choose to avoid this factor in our life, for it haunts us. You know, without reflection, we go blindly forward and we continue to create unintended consequences for ourselves, and it keeps us faltering on our journeys. But truth is, it's that reflection that gets us those convictions of ourselves. So many of us hit a point in our lives where we're like, man, I'm doing so good, and then all of a sudden everything falls apart. And you know, it's at times the convictions of others, or should I say the haters' reflection of what they want that we have, that forces them to be nasty or try to call us out in a sense. But it's that reflection of us that they hate, which causes them to ruin the success that we've gotten to, because they lead us into hatred of ourselves, because they know exactly what to say. Because sometimes we give up too much, but in the same light, we don't accept enough of ourselves. We don't accept enough of our problems from the past. Careful with your reflection, though. Some things in life couldn't be altered or changed. Some things in life were brought upon us that we had no control over. So when you do check your reflection, be careful how far you go back. Know what you've earned and know what you deserve. But then again, we create our journey. Like I said, we forge our reality. In that path, we create our own misfortunes, be it problems with acceptance, where we've overindulged ourselves, and now we don't like that reflection because of our weight. We've made bad decisions, moving from one relationship to another to ultimately get back at that person so we could show them that we moved on or that we got something better, only to find out it's so much worse because we blindly let ourselves. We made more unintended consequences because we choose not to look at that reflection and understand ourselves. You know, it can go as far as drugs as well. So many of us, we look in that mirror, think we got it all, think we got it made, but that's the drugs. You dreaming on a whim. You don't see your own reality or the destruction of it as you know it. What it does to maybe your friends, your family, or even your job. To identify your reflection, to find your truth within yourself, it takes that hard leap. It takes you to not go blindly forward, for you to stand there and look at yourself and know exactly what it is that you need or what you're doing wrong. It's the only way to attain what you truly desire in life. You must reflect at times. I'm one of those that say never bring up the past, because the past brings daunting memories. But at the same time, we've created them for ourselves too. Maybe not all of them, but enough of them. We sometimes get upset because, you know, someone gets a job opportunity that we feel we were deserved. But this is where I come back to our presence, our truth, our trust, and our confidence. You know, in order for you to achieve something greater, to become something greater, to move forward, and to get to that level of success you want, it's going to take your reflection. It's going to take your presence and your truth of yourself to know you can do it. And sometimes you got to ask. You can't just expect people to hand you anything in this life. You can't expect to hand yourself anything either. It's all about hard work. It's all about pushing forward even when it's the most dark, because that's when you learn the best lessons you could ever learn in life. But, the irony is the gaiety of reflection and the joy of wisdom, because we don't always want to learn. We don't always think that we should have to go through some of the sediments we do. But this journey is rocky. It's always up and down. But the truth is your reflection. That's what it is. To attain a desired level of worthiness within yourself, success within what you want, you must reflect. You must find the small items to correct them. That way you can achieve the larger scale. It's not about, the things in life. That's where we've all gone wrong, is that we've grown to love things and use people instead of loving people and using things. But, sometimes we win and sometimes we lose. That's the nature of the beast. It's the nature of your reflection, is to see that sometimes you do lose, and that sometimes you got to figure out why. You must look in that mirror. You must see your reflection to answer your truth. It's the only way. But, as we've touched so many different subjects, I always have more lined up. And walking through the webs, as it would be, so many conscious thoughts buried deep within all of us. Like I said, it's the truth, but it's what you fail to reflect on. It's what you fail to use to find what it is that you need, not only from yourself, but from others. And it's going to take you that point. And I hate it to be the absolute breaking point in your life for you to understand and to realize. But sometimes that's the way it is, because we're too self-centered at points. But then sometimes we're not self-centered enough to stand up for ourselves, or to be conceited enough to move to the direction we need to achieve that level of job status that we truly want, because we're afraid. We're afraid of our reflection. We're afraid to ask. And the only way to move up, the only way to find that next better relationship, is to reflect on yourself, to find what you need to achieve what you want. Love you guys. Y'all stay up and stay beautiful. And as always, I'll see you around.